Hey everybody, I want to show you the Chrome Developer Console and how you can use it for changes to your website, or at least making changes to your website before you actually make the changes. So how can you go into the Chrome Developer Console, make, let's say, CSS changes, make changes to your HTML, such that you can visualize them before you actually publish these changes. Here's my website here, and if I right-click, click on Inspect. This is in Chrome, by the way. This brings up the Chrome Developer Console. Now, for example, if I click on Schedule a Chat and then click on Inspect, it brings me to the area of the Schedule a Chat button. I can change this text to book a call with me. Do I like that? Well, if I do, then I can make the change in my HTML and then publish it. But you can see if I refresh, it goes back to what it was before. So that's an example of how you can make a change. The same goes for all of this text. Now, what about changing font? Well, if I hover over this area here, on the right-hand side, you can see that there are various things in the CSS that we can change. So font size, change that to maybe 4, and it makes it bigger. Change the weight, right? Kind of not the nicest font, but we can play around with it. How about the color of it? You can grab this dabber, maybe choose one of these colors found in this brain image here. It's hard to get one. There you go. Yeah, okay, it's a little different. Still not the nicest. This is for illustrative purposes only. The font is somewhere around here. I can't seem to find it. Right? Again, you can play around with whatever you like. Refresh brings it back to what it was before. Another thing worth showing you is the idea of responsive design. You know, if you're using a template for your website, or if you're building a website from scratch, you should test whether your website is fully responsive by seeing how your website adjusts to various screen sizes. Now, if you go back to that Chrome Developer Console, on the right-hand side here, you can click on Toggle Device Toolbar, and it shows you how the website looks on various different devices. Here's the, I don't know, Surface Pro 7 and how the site looks. iPhone 14 still looks pretty good. iPhone 12, not much changes. Galaxy S8, maybe there's some adjustments to make there. So I can go to Inspect on this brain icon. Background size. Yeah, there we go. So for this one, there's this media query here. When the screen size gets to be 768.98, well, then you can move where the brain is, basically, the image of it. There you go. So that works, and it adjusts the website to be more responsive for a Samsung Galaxy S8. And again, I've made the change in here. Oh, and there's an issue here with horizontal scrolling that needs to be fixed. But we fixed the position of the brain. And then in the actual CSS of the site, you can fix that, re-upload it, and then it's fixed on the site. But the idea here is this is kind of your debugging playground, right? Because, you know, once you refresh, like I said, your changes go away. Quick little video for you. Hopefully you found the Chrome Developer Console useful. But again, you could use it for changing text to see how text looks on your website before you actually commit to the changes. Okay, like for example, you know, my website, right? That sort of thing. Okay, hopefully that was helpful, and I'm going to do more videos like this on the Chrome Developer Console area. There's a lot to look at and do here. The network tab is certainly my favorite for debugging tags and things like that. You can see if certain calls were made. But of course, just right-clicking on things and you know, adjusting things before you commit them to your production environment is certainly a good way to use the Chrome Developer Console. So feel free to use it that way. And yeah, stay tuned for more on this topic. Maybe we'll go through the network tab next, or I'll show you how to better debug code with breakpoints and that sort of thing. Stay tuned. Have a good one.